A few days later, my mother appeared at my office without calling, something she only did when she needed something. Her hair was perfect, makeup flawless as always, but her eyes were swollen red. She closed the door behind her and stood silently for a moment before speaking. "They're taking everything," she whispered. "Not everything," I replied, continuing to type. "We're your parents. Why are you doing this to us?" "I'm not doing anything to you," I said calmly. "This is just the bill coming due. I didn't create the debt. I just stopped paying it." Her voice cracked. "Why are you being so cold?" I stopped typing. "I learned it from you." She slammed her hand on my desk. "Look at me when I'm talking to you." I looked up. "Like you looked at me when I begged you not to take my college fund for Lily A.S. wedding? That wasn't different. It was just the first time you chose her over me, not the last." My screen pinged. An email. "Interview scheduled with Lily and Kevin. Fraud investigation. Your presence is requested." My mother read over my shoulder. "They're investigating Lily for fraud?" Her voice broke. "She could go to jail." "She should have thought of that before skipping out on her debts," I said without sympathy. She sank into the chair across from me. "How did you get like this?" I turned the screen toward her. It was a video Lily had posted. Her crying on social media, accusing us of being a toxic family. "She's scared," my mom said, visibly shaken. "No," I replied. "She's manipulating. Again." Then Amy called. "Turn on the news," she said, skipping a hello. On screen, Kevin being escorted out of a board meeting by security. The headline, "Startup Founder Under Investigation for International Fraud." My mom gasped. "Oh, God." "Actions and consequences," I said, almost to myself. "They're stranded. The accounts are frozen. Their visas revoked," she said. "Like my account was," I replied. "The one I emptied to pay for Dad's heart surgery, while Lily posted selfies from Paris." The office door creaked open. My dad walked in, older than I remembered, shoulders stooped with something heavier than age. "We sold the lake house," he said. "Below market, but it'll cover some of the debt." "Congrats," I said. "You're finally learning about financial responsibility. Only took you 63 years. "We can fix this," my mother whispered, almost a prayer. "As a family." "We were never a family," I said, standing. "We were just a support system. For Lily." My phone buzzed again. A message from an unknown number. "This is Kevin. Please. We're desperate. The embassy won't help. Lily's having panic attacks. Name your price." I showed the message to my parents. "Now they want a deal," I said flatly. "Interesting how people only want to talk when the money runs out." "What are you going to do?" my dad asked. I began typing. "My price?" I said aloud. "Everything you took from me, plus interest. Tell him to calculate it. I'll wait." "They don't have that kind of money?" my mom gasped. "Neither did I," I said. "Not when you took my education, my savings, my peace. But I found a way." My inbox pinged. Another request from the fraud investigators. More documents needed. I opened a folder labeled Receipts. Decades of proof. "I have a meeting to prep for," I said. "You can let yourselves out." My dad opened his mouth, but no words came. As they left, I sat back down and checked another message. It was from Lily. Long, messy, the usual apology wrapped in guilt and sugar. I deleted it without opening. Amy appeared at the door. "Ready for the fraud interview tomorrow?" "Ready to end this," I said. "They're your family," she said softly. "No," I said, pulling up the final document, a photo of my parents helping Lily pack her bags 3 days before my wedding. "They're just people I share DNA with. Real family wouldn't have done this." Another message, this time from Lily. "I'm sorry, I really mean it. Please help us." I replied with 5 words. "Sorry doesn't pay back $80,000. Then I turned off my phone, opened the case files, and began preparing my statement. Tomorrow wouldn't just end the investigation, it would end the cycle. Please, he whispered, his voice barely holding together. We're family. I stood by my car door, keys dangling in my hand, the late evening air cool against my skin. That word stopped meaning anything the day you left me to clean up her mess. Again, I said without emotion. Then I got in and drove off, watching him shrink in the rearview mirror, suit wrinkled, face pale, the same man who once told me sacrifice was love, as long as I was the one sacrificing. Blood means nothing when loyalty is a one-way street. Within days, the fallout began. The bank accounts were frozen, the cars seized. Even the lake house, the one they used to say would be mine someday, was listed for emergency sale. I didn't smile. I didn't cry. I just watched the listing go live while sipping burnt coffee in my office, right below the framed certificate.